If I can have your attention, I'd like to call this meeting to order. This is a regular meeting of the council of the city of Ottawa, Illinois. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Awesome.
Here.
Eichelkraut.
Here.
Whitney.
Here.
Baxter.
Here.
Mayor.
Here.
We have 5
Would
present.
you all stand, please, and join in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moved by Commissioner Baxter that the minutes of a regular meeting of the council of the city of Ottawa, Illinois, held on Tuesday, January 15, 2013, and the minutes of a special meeting held on Tuesday, January 22, 2013, be approved as recorded in the permanent files of the city clerk.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Whitney, any suggested changes or corrections to the minutes? Not, roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Is there anyone wishing to appear before the council tonight? Okay, if not, then we'll move to Commissioner Eichelkraut's part of the agenda.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the biweekly salary payroll of January 18, 2013, in the amount of $324,859.65, and the biweekly salary payroll of February 1, 2013, in the amount of $290,027.65, both be approved and warrants issued.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Awesome, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the monthly expense report of February 5, 2013, showing expenses in the amount of $788,774.39 be approved and warrants issued.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Baxter, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome. Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut the resolution authorizing the transfer of funds from the enterprise zone fund to the canal tip fund for the purchase of the central school property be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Whitney, any discussion?
Yeah, Mayor, what we're doing here is we're using money where we have it in the enterprise zone fund. We don't quite have enough in the TIF right now, but we should have in the year to come. The only thing I see wrong on this here right here in section 1, it says amount to be repaid to enterprise zone fund when there are sufficient funds on hand. That should actually say within a year. That's what the auditor said.
Okay, well, so you amending the motion to change that? Anything else? Any other discussion? The enterprise fund is a fund that we have that was funded primarily from the windmill operations out east of town, where we accommodated those folks and we received annual payments, and that allows us to do economic development opportunities. I think our rent from IVCC goes in that fund too. Any other comments? Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Commissioner Eichelkraut, do you have anything else for the council? Okay. Commissioner Awesome.
Moved by Commissioner Awesome that a resolution authorizing the execution of an intergovernmental cooperation agreement between the City of Ottawa and the Village of Naplate be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Whitney, any discussion?
I think this just has a few minor changes from the one from a couple weeks ago, but we did address a few minor issues that we agreed with the village that probably needed to be clarified better, and hopefully this issue's put to bed and we got another long-term agreement with the village.
Any other comments? Motion is to place it on file. Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter. Mayor. Moved by Commissioner Awesome that a resolution authorizing the execution of a contract between the City of Ottawa and Begersman Sarber and Associates for the combined sewer overflow project be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Baxter, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter. Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Awesome that the request from the Parks Department to purchase a 2013 X-Mark mower in the amount of $10,800 be approved and paid for from the general corporate fund.
Is there a second? Whitney, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Everything else for the commission, for the council, Commissioner Austin?
No, Mayor.
Okay, Commissioner Whitney?
You have the report of the fire chief for the month of January. Number of bell alarms 2, number of still alarms 15, activated alarms 23, number of medical calls 214, number of transfers 16, number of patients 231. Total calls for January was at 259. Contents loss was at $5,500, with the total loss for January of $5,500. Total our residents billed for medical services was 34. Moved by Commissioner Whitney that the report of Fire Chief Jeffrey A. Newberry for the month of January 2013 be received and placed on file.
For a second, Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Roll call?
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Whitney that a resolution authorizing the execution of an intergovernmental agreement between the City of Ottawa and the City of Marseilles regarding 911 services, which has been on file for public inspection since January 22nd, 2013, be adopted.
Is there a second? Commissioner Austin, any discussion? Roll call?
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Whitney that an ordinance amending multiple sections of Chapter 34 of the Municipal Code of the City of Ottawa, LaSalle County, Illinois, regarding fire prevention and protection be passed and approved.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Baxter, any discussion? What's this about?
This is about a lot of little minor changes that Jeff had gone over, the portions of the Code of Municipal Ordinances, and had identified some things that were missing or that were not what we were actually doing. So it's just some cleanup language to comply with what we're actually doing.
Any other comments or questions? Roll call?
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Everything else, Commissioner Whitney for the council?
Doing the telephone.
We did that one.
All right. No, thank you.
Commissioner Baxter?
Moved by Commissioner Baxter that the request from John and Linda Leapart to vacate a portion of Walnut Street west of Canal Street be received and placed on file. Be approved and moved a public hearing be set on Tuesday, March 5th, 2013 at 7 p.m. in council chambers on this said vacation.
Is there a second to the motion? Any discussion? Planning Commission, roll call?
We're going to have a public hearing here.
Roll call?
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Baxter that the city clerk be authorized to advertise for bids for the 2013 spray patching project. Bids will be received until Monday, February 25th, 2013 at 10 o'clock a.m.
Is there a second? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Roll call?
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Baxter that a resolution authorizing the execution of an engineering services agreement between the City of Ottawa and Renwick and Associates for the 2013 street maintenance curb replacement project be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second? Commissioner Whitney, any discussion? Roll call?
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Baxter that a resolution authorizing the execution of an engineering services agreement between the City of Ottawa and Renwick and Associates for the Poplar Street roadway construction project be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second? Commissioner Eichelkraut? Any discussion?
Just gonna, still looking at going all the way to North Drive, is that?
Yes, these agreements are basically the same percentages we agreed to pay them last year for the 2012 street project. Now, these are just 2013. The one on Poplar Street is specifically separated because generally when they do a complete reconstruction project, they need a higher percentage. But since some of that work was done previously, we negotiated with them and got it down to a lower rate. So he's been asked to draw up some specific plans to continue the Poplar Street improvement, and currently we're expecting to do it from the end of the hill where it was done, North Drive. And this is a contract specifically for that work. Engineering work on it.
You're looking at curb and gutter?
Currently, we're looking at widening the street, curb and guttering it and putting a sidewalk on one side.
Any other comments or questions? Okay, roll call.
Awesome,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Whitney,
Aye.
Baxter,
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Baxter that the invoice for Midwest Testing Services for inspection and material testing services performed in connection with the 2012 motor fuel tax maintenance of city streets in the amount of $4,650 be approved and paid for from the motor fuel tax fund.
Is there a second? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Whitney,
Aye.
Baxter,
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Anything else, Commissioner Baxter? Anything else? Don, do you have anything for the council tonight?
I do not.
I don't have anything.
David? No, sir. Okay, then we move to,
I have a question, Dave, and not to shoot you in the back, but are we looking at any kind of tax money from the feds for our street program? You know, like we did with Waste Memorial and a few of those were the major,
we are,
what do they call that, harvest?
Carr.
TAR funds?
Yeah.
The TAR funds are used whenever we want to take an existing city street and designate it as a truck route, thickening up the pavement to meet IDOT truck route standards. We don't have a project like that specifically right now that we're trying to do. Not a TAR project.
we still get our normal motor fuel tax numbers and so forth.
Yeah.
If there's any federal grant we're aware of that's been used like the road improvement, we certainly try and get our share.
Okay. Before we go to the mayor's agenda, I got just one announcement. We received word just the other day that we received a grant for $11,270. That's a grant that the Historic Preservation Commission had applied for, the Illinois Historic Preservation Agency, and it's to do the historic building survey on Ottawa's west side neighborhood, Illinois Avenue and Ottawa Avenue areas. It's a 70% grant, 30% is the city's match, which can be in kind or cash. I mean, in kind can be contributions from the Preservation Commission, their efforts, and staff. I think this is about the fourth grant that we've received since we've become a certified local government. Our grant totals now are over $38,000 because of that. So not a whole lot of money, but it's good news. Okay.
We have the report of the police chief for the month of January. Squad car calls, 1,253. Arrest, 540. Prisoners, 2. Sent to state institution, 6. Sent to the county jail, 13. And sent to juvenile probation, 14. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of police chief Brent A. Rolston for the month of January 2013 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second? Any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Whitney,
Aye.
Baxter,
Aye.
Mayor. We have the report of the registrar for the month of January. There were 33 birth certificates issued and 50 death certificates. Certified copies were issued with fees totaling $2,869. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of registrar Shelley L. Monks for the month of January 2013 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second? Commissioner Austin, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Whitney,
Aye.
Baxter,
Aye.
Mayor. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of the Parking Administration Department showing fines collected of $1,100, $211.62 collected by CPI, and $45 collected by Johnson, Mitchell, and Schneider for the month of January 2013 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second? Baxter, any discussion?
Awesome,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Whitney,
Aye.
Baxter,
Aye.
Mayor. We have the report of the building official for the month of January. There were 4 building permits issued with fees totaling $1,241. Total number of on-site building inspections, 39. There was 1 demolition permit for $25, 6 sign permits for $202, 1 pool permit for $25, 2 fence permits for $100, 20 general contractor licenses for $2,000. We had 227 people renew their electrical licenses for $22,700. 3 new electrical licenses were issued for $300. 8 electrical permits for $600. Total number of on-site electrical inspections, 26. There was 1 plumbing permit, which is included in the building permit fee. Total number of on-site plumbing inspections, 17. Our ordinance enforcement officer did a total of 66 inspections for a total of permits and licenses of 272, with fees collected of $27,093. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of building official Michael J. Sutphen for the month of January 2013 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second to the motion? Baxter, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution adopting an eminent ash borer management plan for the city of Ottawa be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion? Mr. Austin? This has to do with a grant that we received in the past to do a ash tree inventory. And we also received funding for a management plan. Because we had excess funds, we were able to do an entire tree inventory for city property, not just ash trees. And now the next step is we're trying to apply to that same organization for some funding for tree replacement. But before we do that, they want us to adopt a plan, formally adopt the ash borer management plan that was prepared last go around. Any comments or questions? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution designating representatives of the city of Ottawa for collective bargaining as the mayor, Commissioners Awesome, Eichelkraut, and Baxter be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? I just basically asked anybody who wanted to be on it to be on it, and more the merrier, I guess. Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that resolution authorizing the execution of agreements between the City of Ottawa and multiple vendors for Ottawa Two Rivers Wine and Jazz Festival 2013, and authorizing the mayor to sign all documents be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Got a memo on this, and as I did last year, I won't execute any contracts unless they're consistent with the budget that was provided. Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution appointing John Levy to the Playground and Recreation Board, term to expire July 2016, be adopted.
Is there a second? Commissioner Whitney, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution reappointing Melinda Christensen and John Gainier, both to the 911 Board, terms to expire December 2015, be adopted.
Is there a second? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussions? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement between the City of Ottawa and Woodcrest Apartments regarding police security services be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Baxter, any discussion? This is an agreement that's modeled off of the agreements we have with the hospital and the South County Housing Authority, which provide certain police services when requested. Setup is pretty much the same. The vendor, in this case, Woodcrest Apartments, pays the officer $25 an hour plus an additional $3 an hour to the city to cover our expenses. Motions are placed on file. Any questions or concerns?
Who's the owner? And where are they from?
Lost Financial Property Management, they have properties throughout Iowa, Indiana, as well as Rockford, and other good sources of property.
So they would be the responsible party. Where do they work out of, anywhere special?
No, it was in the agreement. For Woodcrest, it's 14
Right, so I'm talking about the company that's going to.
I don't think it's in there. I want to say Skokie or Moline or something. Doesn't it sound right? Moline?
And the other, I noticed too that we say it's effective until December 31st. The blank year is intended to be a year-to-year contract. But we start on December 31st, 2013.
No, this would be, as soon as they approve their agreement, they have to take place and then we have to renew the agreement at the end of the fiscal year, December 31st, 2013. within the agreement here, we got to use the budget according to the county policy. It may not be able to service it long term, 6 months. Similar to Southland housing. There's a space right now.
Any other comments or questions? Motion's to place on file. Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution authorizing the execution of a flood hazard mitigation program application be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Baxter. This is to obtain one more of the properties in the flats. This is the one in Superior Street. 801 Superior Street. And this was not included in the original 8 that we've been working on for some time, but we were able to find additional funding that will allow us to buy one more home, and I believe this is the one. It was down there across from the parking area, the canal access to parking area restroom. Any comments or questions on that? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of the Plan Commission meeting held on Monday, January 28, 2013, considering a conditional use permit for a crematory from Ottawa Funeral Home for property located at 1111 LaSalle Street be received and placed on file. Be it further moved the council concur with the recommendation of the Plan Commission and the conditional use permit for a crematory be granted with the condition that it be used exclusively and solely by the applicant for their own customers and the follow-up ordinance be passed and approved.
Is there a second to the motion? Austin, any discussion?
I had a question, I don't know, in this area. When I read through the notes from the meeting, I didn't see anywhere where it talked about the restriction on the use. And I was just curious how that came about on the conclusion.
I think the ones that they have out of town, except whatever business is available to them.
Looks like it's on the last line where it says conclusions, the Plan Commission.
Right, but nowhere in the rest of it was it ever discussed that it was asked for or brought up by the Planning Commission, and then it's just under the conclusion. I was just curious as to how that.
I don't know, I was in and out of that meeting because there was some other stuff going on. Any other comments? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter. Mayor. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the request for zoning and conditional use permit from ADM for property located along Route 71 be received and referred to the Plan Commission for review and recommendation.
Is there a second to the motion? Whitney? This has to do with a piece of property ADM made application for previously. They revised their application, so we're going to go through the process again. I was asked to remind everybody, normally these hearings are held on the fourth Monday of the month. And the last time we had a meeting, it was announced that it would be the fourth Monday. But since then, it's been changed to be the following Monday, which is March 4th at 7 o'clock. So maybe the press could pick that up because there are a lot of people who were at the last meeting. So that actually gives everybody an extra week to prepare for the meeting. Any other comments? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the request for a variance from Jimmy and Carla Broyles for property located at 717 Caton Street be received and referred to the Zoning Board of Appeals for review and recommendation.
Is there a second to that motion? Commissioner Baxter, any discussion? Call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the request for a sign variance from Jerry Ann Lamb for property located at 120 West Jefferson Street be received and referred to the Zoning Board of Appeals for review and recommendation.
Is there a second? Commissioner Whitney, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
We have a motion to go into closed session now to discuss personnel. We're not expecting the council to take any formal action when we come out of executive session, but everybody certainly is welcome to stick around.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that this council recess into closed session to discuss matters of personnel and pending litigation.
Is there a second? Commissioner Whitney, roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut. Whitney.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Thank you. Yeah.